What's up everybody, my name is Mike Perea, and in this video we're talking about two subjects that are close to my heart. The wide angle lens of the 15-30mm Tamron and filters. Been having a struggle. This is my favorite lens. If you guys have followed my channel, you guys know this is my favorite lens. However, filters, it really won't accept it unless you get a special filter holder with some expensive filters. So I hadn't bought it up until this point. I've been using my Lee 100mm filter kit with my Tamron 24-70 whenever I wanted to use filters. But I decided to bite the bullet and get a filter kit for the Tamron 15-30. And I decided on getting a filter holder by Haida. It's $125 on Amazon compared to $190 for the Lee filter holder. It was by far the cheapest option, and I'm glad I did. It is absolutely solid. Comes in a few parts, and I also have an adapter for an 82mm lens. So my Tamron 24-70 that I'm using right now, I can use the adapter for it. So I can use these filters on all my lenses. Now I've had experience with the Lee filters. I've had them for about 6 months now. I like them. They're great quality. Obviously one of the more popular brands. But I was recently recommended by a photographer buddy of mine for Benro filters. Now, I use Benro's tripods. I love them. They're fantastic. They're heavy duty. They're reasonably priced compared to the Gitzo and the three-legged things and the really right stuff. The Benro filters are very expensive. So for $175, you can get this 10-stop Lee filter. This is the 150mm by 150mm made for this lens. Filters, $175. Now the Benro 6 and 10 stop are $250. So that's a pretty steep price for filters. They range between $100 and $125 more for the Benros than the Lees. So I bought a couple of them because I wanted to test them out. Are they really that good? I bought them with my own money. I got a 10 stop for the Lee. I got a 6 stop for the Benro, and then I have a soft and a hard grad for both Lee and Benro. I want to test them out. I want to show you guys about the color cast and just the overall quality, vignetting, see if they're any good. So one thing I will say, I'm going to show you guys how to put this on here, is comes with a ring, slide over the back of the lens. 4 little nipples or nubs right here. Yep, I said nipples. So you find the groove, screw the back of this in. Got a little thumb screw here so you can move the lens around. And one thing I like about this is compared to my Lee 100mm filter kit is you can't knock this off. It won't hit off when you walk by and knock it off like I've done several times. So another thing is there's a pad, a felt pad already on the actual filter holder itself. So if you have a Lee 10 stop or any of the Lee filters, any of the filters that have the gasket around the inside, you want to turn and face the gasket out. So you don't want to face it towards the lens holder like you would normally. You want to face it out, because if not, one of these is gonna fall off, or one of these is gonna rub off because it already has the filter in there. It won't fit in there without some damage done to the felt that's on either the lens or the filter holder. Without further ado, let's head out to the field and test these out. But first we need a transition. All right, finally, you guys are lucky. I've been having some issues lately, technical issues. The last couple videos I had some audio issues. Now my hand slapping the camera transition isn't working. Luckily my Red Sox hat transition worked. You guys don't want to see the options after that. I got the belly button transition, I got the armpit transition, I got my dog's wet nose transition. So thank God the Red Sox hat transition worked this time. So anyway, all right, let's get down to business, guys. Enough of this joking around. Let's find a composition here to set up on. I'm going to show you guys the color cast on these filters, and just kind of get this party started. So I'm gonna start off with the color cast. What I did was I set my white balance to 5,000 Kelvin, and that's pretty much the most natural it's gonna look. So now I'm gonna put the Benro 6-stop ND filter on and take the same picture, and I'm gonna compare them and see how close it is and see if there's any kind of color cast. As you guys can see, there's a slightly blue color cast. It's not too bad, it's pretty close. Now I'm just looking on the back of the camera here. I'm going to show you guys on the screen. Shooting in RAW, f8, ISO 64 on both of them. The first one was, I believe, 1/80th of a second, and then this is a 1 second exposure for the 6-stop. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. I like the way that it looks. Like I said, it's just a slight blue color cast, but it's not bad. Now let's try the leaf filter and see how that looks. And remember, with the leaf filter, you got to put it in backwards with the pad sticking out because of the padding already on the Haida filter. Alright, so as you guys can see, the leaf filter has a big blue color cast. I mean, it's a pretty good shift compared to the Benro. It's not bad, and it's not hard to correct in post. Just seeing that, the Benro is really nice. Like I said, it's just a slight blue color cast, but it's not bad. Now, as far as detail goes, I think you already know. I mean, it's between a 6-stop, and all I have is the Benro 6-stop and the Lee 10-stop, so I can't compare the two as far as sharpness goes, because the 10-stop is obviously going to lose a lot of detail. But when you're using the 10-stop, long exposures, detail and sharpness isn't really the focus point of it. It's more of the mood. I'm not really worried about how the sharpness is on the 10-stop, just because, like I said, it doesn't matter. To me, anyway, it doesn't matter. So let's look at the graduated filters now. So that was the Lee 3-stop hard grad. As you guys can see, there is a slight blue color cast with that too. Not a huge deal. But now let's put on the Benro Soft Grad. Let's see what we can come up with there. All right, so now this is the Benro Soft Grad. Same exact settings, same exact white balance, and a bit of a magenta color cast too on it, I think. Slightly cooler, a little bit of magenta in it. Both the Lee and the Benro have a slight color cast. The Lee definitely has a bigger color cast, definitely more blue. The Benro has just a slight blue color cast, a little bit of magenta in it as well, but not near as bad as the Lee. Now, is it better? $120 US better than the Lee? It's a pretty steep price, the difference with these Benro filters. I like them, and as far as maybe combine the two, like a Lee and a Benro, I don't know how that would look. Actually, you know what, let's try it out. I'm gonna try the Benro 6-stop filter with the Lee graduated filter to see if that does anything weird with the colors, because there is slightly more of a blue color cast with the Lee, so I'm going to see if that makes a big difference with, you know, combining the two. I need to decide on whether I'm going to keep the Benros or keep the Lees, and I can send it back and get something else, or, you know, have one kit. But I really did just want to try these Benros out because they look nice. I've heard really good things about them. They're built really well. As far as the price goes, it is a pretty steep price. So let's check out the combination of the Benro and the Lee. All right, so I got the Benro 6-stop ND filter on, and I got the Lee 3-stop Soft Grad on. Let's see how that looks. f8, 2 seconds, ISO 64. White balance is still at 5,000. Obviously shooting in RAW. All right, so it doesn't look off. It doesn't look too bad. I don't see like a huge, you wouldn't be able to see, oh man, that guy's using 2 different filters. You know, I don't see a big difference. I don't see a problem with having both. But I really like the Benro, and I already have it, so I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to keep the combination of the 2 filters just because I like them both. I love the quality of the Benro. I absolutely love the quality, the sharpness. The color cast is better than the Lees. But like I said, the price is pretty hard to justify, but I already have them. So I like it. I like this whole setup. Like I said, I got the 82mm adapter for this to come up, so I don't have to get a separate filter set, or I don't have to get, you know, the circular. I don't have to get a bunch of weird stuff. Just all I have is an adapter, and I have this kit set up here with the Haida Filter Holder, and I don't know. I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it performs. I'm happy with it. So now let's get serious. The sun's getting ready to set, so I'm gonna set up. I got these little flowers here on these cactuses, these like kind of these really purple and pink flowers that are really cool. I was looking around for a good setup to find that I could take a picture of those, you know, maybe backlit with the sun, but every time I find one, there's like bushes in front of it or cactus in front of it, or it's not in a good location. So I'm gonna look around a little bit and try and get set up for this sunset, and obviously use my filters, see what I can get. Gotta find out which way the clouds are moving, because if I want to do a long exposure, I like the clouds to be moving towards me or away from me, to be able to use the clouds as leading lines, you know, when you get those long exposures. So let's see if I can find a spot and get set up. All right, one thing I forgot to touch on, guys, for the 10 stop and the 6 stop was the vignetting. You guys saw in the comparison from the color cast, there is quite a bit more vignetting in the Lee, the 10 stop. It's correctable in post, like I said. 6 stop, Benro, definitely a lot less vignetting in it, which, like I said, it could just be because of the difference between the stops, the 6 and the 10. I really wish I had a 10 stop Benro to compare it to, or a 6 stop Lee to compare it to, you know, but like I said, I'm not gonna pay for both of them. It's just too expensive. But this is actually turned out to be a really beautiful sky. As soon as that sun dips behind the mountains there, I'm getting some really nice glow on the cactus. It's gonna be actually a really beautiful shot. I kind of abandoned the flower deal. I couldn't find anything with the flowers that are facing the right direction. I'm gonna have to come back because I know there's gotta be something here. This flower is absolutely beautiful, but just couldn't find it. So I settled on something really nice with the backlit cactus, which I absolutely love shooting like this. The thing is, guys, if you guys come to Arizona, everything in the desert will try and kill you. Cactus, scorpions, rattlesnakes, mountain lions, everything is sharp, everything pokes you. So when you're walking around, just be careful. I've already pulled a bunch of thorns out of my shoes that I've been walking through the desert with. Thorn Desert is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's hard to find a more beautiful place, but it will try and kill you. So anyway, all right, let's get to shooting. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. After bringing my photos home, getting them on the computer, I know you guys have already seen them, but after getting a closer look at them, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm going to not use the Lee filters. I'm gonna actually get the Benro filters. I like them that much more. I think the quality is that much better that I'm willing to spend the extra, you know, $100 per filter to put on there. It might seem silly, it might seem weird, but to me it's an investment because the quality of the filter, so it's gonna save me time post-processing. And to me, if I'm gonna spend money on a nice camera like the D850, if I'm gonna spend money on a nice lens, and I'm gonna get the best type of filters, so to me, the Benros are the better filters. And that's surprising because Benro's pretty new and they're not really known for filters, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna switch to Benros. The only problem I have, and the only one thing about Benro, is they do not sell a medium grad and they do not sell a circular polarizer. So if we can get that figured out, if they can put out a circular polarizer, or maybe the Lee might work because they do have a square circular polarizer that fits this, this kit, then I might do that. But like I said, I like the Benros that much more. I'm gonna switch. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.